You got challenges that you're going to run across.
I never had any intentions on doing anything, honestly. And I'm it's something that people don't know about me. I am very shy. Like I don't talk much. If I know you, I'm very comfortable around you, I will speak. I have a large voice and I'm very confident in when I speak, but I'm just a more laid back type vibe. So you would never think that if you just saw me out, unless we were like really, really close. And then you really get to see, who I really am. Sharing my story, my life with you in hopes that I can connect with you, I can help you, you can get to know who DeBlair really is behind the fitness, because that's what I was known for, but I'm really starting to show you who I really am. So I hope you continue to follow me, support, just have conversation with me. My thing is I love dialogue and I want to be able to connect with you. So please don't make me share my story. You guys don't share back with me. So that's my whole goal, is to just start dialogue and to get you guys to connect and get to know me. But I just been on a journey, and I have not had any type of this happened not on purpose. So it just kind of fell. It just one thing just led to another. So I didn't say, oh, I want to do this and oh, I want to do that. This stemmed from my personal training and my relationship with my clients. One thing that's one of my strengths is that I care for people. Like I genuinely care for people. So even with my clients, I invested in knowing who they are, what they felt. So it wasn't just about me transitioning them or making them look good or lose weight or whatever. Most of them came in, they talked to me about real things that was happening in their lives. So the issue was never just them wanting to lose weight. They had so many other things that they was battling. And I said, it has to be more to it. So that's when I started tapping into the mental part and started, spending time with having more conversations with them and really getting to understand what is causing a person to feel like they need to maybe be accepted or do certain things, or why do they feel that they have to change their bodies for somebody to love them, or they have to sacrifice who they are and be disrespected just to be in a relationship because they feel like nobody else will want them because they're not comfortable with who they see in the mirror. All of this stuff was happening to clients that you wouldn't even think that it was happening to. But it was because I took that time. It wasn't just about me training them. I took time to really invest in who they were internally. And that stemmed me into wanting to help them on a deeper level. And I created my program. And even when I created my program, it was a more behind the scenes. You had to know me and talk to me for me to invite you to the program, because I really didn't broadcast it, because it was very in depth. And it's just now getting to the point where a lot of people are knowing about it, because I've helped like hundreds of people and they talk about it. But it just, one thing has led to another. Like I said, there was no path. Right. Even with me becoming an author, I didn't even like reading growing up, know? So everything just happened. And now I'm like an advocate reader, like a published author, just one thing led to another. So it's just kind of like I prayed, and this is truly God ordering my steps, because this is not my dream. It wasn't my path, but it's my passion, and I love it so much, and I can't explain it.
Right. So, just you talking now, going in detail about everything, you probably since 2011 to now, that's the most I've heard you talk.
I know, right?
I was saying, besides me saying, "They go Blair," we speak. And, so tell me this, though, a couple of things. One, I want to talk about your caring for people, and two, your event that you're doing now. I guess when you said your program, because I know we'll talk about how did that start and where it is now. But the caring for people, do you think that came from being from a small town, where you were raised through a small town?
I definitely get it from my mom. I see her. My mom she hasn't met a stranger. She feeds everybody in the community. She cooks enough for everybody. Everybody loves her, and I have that. It's natural. It's not something I have to do. It's just a natural trait.
Right.
So, and it probably came from the small town. Like it possibly, I don't know. you know, it just,
well, you know, most people, not most, but a lot of people from small towns, you know, you have a more caring, you know, you're a more caring person. Like you grow up in a big city, a bigger city, you know, people hardly speak. You walk right by them. You don't, you know, it's just, it's almost like, you know, you don't want to show your weakness or something. But when you grow up in a smaller area, everybody is, you know, I mean, it's not like you can't say that about everybody, but you know, it's like you know, your family, the neighborhood, like you said, the community, everybody's kind of raised that way.
right.
But what about your program? So when did you start doing it, and how did you start, and how did it get to where it is now? Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.
You got challenges that you're going to run across.